This is the two-player only game Radlands. This is a post-apocalyptic card game, card combat game where you are fighting against one other person. And I should note this is the retail version, which I prefer over the non-retail versions because this is way smaller and shelf space is precious, okay? I don't need all your big Kickstarter upgrades, just give me the game. I love the artwork and the cool style, the cool color scheme in this, right? Ooh, that's fun. You think it's all white and then splash of color. Ooh, that's a real splash right there. I saw a creature, naked, bestial, who squatting upon the ground held his heart in his hands and ate of it. Wow, that's creepy. I don't know why you'd be eating his heart. In the desert, Stephen Crane? I don't know who Stephen Crane is, but he's got a dark streak. One of the things I like is it's like, you know, it takes like 20 to 40 minutes, they say. So you want something that scratches that, like, Magic the Gathering itch but won't bankrupt you? Well, then check out Radlands. Mythalix from Grand Gamers Guild. In this game, you are playing as a god, fighting against other gods. And, you know, that really suits me, because I've always wanted to be a god, you know? Do I consider myself a god now? Maybe. I'll leave that up to you, viewers. I like to play god, that's for sure. There's not much more fun than telling people to bow before me. Ha ha ha. So, you know, I'm just really into getting the people to bow. This is a combat game where you are fighting other gods. So if you can see, right, ooh, that's a big board. It's a big board. I would expect nothing less for a game about gods. Gods don't settle for small. We want big. Yeah. So you can move around these hexes, fighting other people and stuff. One of the cool things, yeah, look at those. Acrylic standees. And you know what? I think these are just as cool as miniatures. You know, a miniature, I don't have the time or want to put in the effort to paint miniatures, so they're never going to look that cool. I mean, they look cool, but they're going to just be gray forever. These, you know, with the cool artwork on them and stuff like that, I think these really challenge miniatures for these cool acrylic standees. And I don't even know what these are, but these are cool acrylic things too. You can see through them. It's like a magnifying glass for a god. Yeah, I mean, my muscles look like that already, so I guess you could compare me to Zeus. You know, I do leg days on Thursdays and Fridays. You know, get them in back to back like that. So, oh man, I just noticed these. Look at these cool dice too. What color are they? You can't even tell. They're too cool to be one color. They're whatever color they want to be. They're like marble. These are dice of the gods. This is The Key, Theft in Cliff Rock Villa from Haba. And Haba is known for making games for kids. And this is actually one of their games that's a little bit more for full families, that brings adults into it more. Yeah, if you see, it's 8 to 99 years old. I like how in these things people put, you know, limits, upper numbers. I get why you put a young number on it. Why do you put an old number on it? I don't care if your great-grandfather is 102. He can't play this game, okay? It is only for 99-year-olds. Get your 102-year-old great-grandfather out of here. He can sit and watch us play, but he cannot participate. So if you noticed from the back, this is a deduction game. So you will be trying to put together clues and figure out a whodunit. But it's a deduction game that's a little bit more starter level for people. So if you're looking to try to get into this genre and you're not ready for something like a Chronicles of Crime or a Sherlock Holmes consulting detective, this would be a good place to start, you know? Yeah. Ooh, it looks like an actual case file. Hey, have you ever dreamed of being a detective? Well, now you can feel like one. I can't open it. I know the clue is in there, and they just won't let me get to it. Well, that seemed like that didn't work out very well for those people. They did not figure out the crime, or those are the people who did the crime, and we figured it out and put them behind bars. Are you a glass half full or glass half empty kind of person? You decide right now. Studies in Sorcery from Weird Giraffe Games. In this game, you are trying to receive your degree in the dark arts. You're going to school trying to get your degree. You know, Harry Potter stuff. One of the things that attracted me to this game is you can tell that the box is pretty small, or I have giant hands, but we're going to go with small box. And it's an engine building game, and I love engine building games. So this is a small box engine building game, so that's why I wanted to check it out. That's a nice first player marker. The ink quill or the skunk tail. You know, I can't be positive at this point, but if it's not a skunk tail, it's an ink quill. This is a game where you're not just a board game geek, you're also a magic geek too. Star Realms is one of the most beloved deck building games out there, and it just got a big box! Big box, big box, big box, big box, big box, big box. This is a big old box of Star Realms content from Wise Wizard Games. So yeah, this is a two-player combat deck building game, and you know they've been releasing content for it for a long time. Well, I think this is like the first time you can get all that content in one place, making it convenient and easy. Well, so, you know, I guess there's not a ton of content in here, but you can put the other content that you've already gotten into these spots. Look at all this space. Look at space, 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 space. Space. It is not the final frontier here. It is a spot to put your extra Star Realms cards. So yeah, if you like deck building games, you've probably already played this before. If you like two-player card games, you might have played this before. And if not, you know, it's time to jump on the Star Realms train. This is Wise Wizard's like flagship game for a good reason. It's been around for a long time, and it's been very popular for a long time. And did I mention the box comes with space? The Adventure Zone board game. This is based on the incredibly popular podcast, The Adventure Zone. And if you heard me say that and you're like, what's a podcast? Boy, I have no idea how you made it this long without hearing about a podcast. So, this is from Together Studios, who's most well known for Illimat, and this is a collaborative storytelling card game. And I love good storytelling. You know, being a comedian stuff, my job is kind of about telling stories, and so I've always been a fan of storytelling stuff, and this is a storytelling board game. Oh, villain, relic, location. I have no idea what those are for, but I like villains and relics, and I'm so-so on locations, but, you know. Oh, I like that art style. It's like the Death Star, but they've built a city in it. Look at this dice. Oh, boy, that's about one of the chunkiest dice you'll ever see. We got a lot of numbers, and then we got a curse. Don't you curse me, die. Get out of here. I don't want to curse.